Often overshadowed by its classmates, Kia's 5-door Forte is nevertheless a star student. Detroit, Michigan. There's no shortage of great cars in the compact hatchback class these days. The Honda Civic is seriously impressive. The Mazda 3 is incredibly fun to drive. Subaru's Impreza has a fresh face and standard all-wheel drive. That in mind, it's easy to overlook cars like the Kia Forte 5. Despite its recent refresh in early 2016, the 5-door Forte has never really been a standout player in the class. But after a drive in the turbocharged SX model, I think this little guy deserves its turn in the spotlight. It's really quite good. Great engine. While other Forte 5 models use naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engines, the SX trim gets a punchy turbo 4, with 201 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. That actually makes it the most powerful car amongst its competitive set, putting it closer to Honda Civic Si or Hyundai Elantra Sport territory. It's not the most fuel-efficient option in the segment, only getting 29 miles per gallon highway with the manual transmission, but it's pretty fun to drive. Don't get me wrong, you won't be going GBI hunting in your Forte 5 SX, but the Kia moves with decidedly more verve than many of its competitors. The chassis doesn't punish you for throwing the car. Anonymous styling. Park the Forte 5 next to pretty much any of its competitors, and not even the sportiest SX version will stand out. It's not a bad-looking car, sure, but it's hardly what I'd call pretty. Some more emotional styling, especially from a design-conscious brand like Kia, could go a long way to improving the Forte 5's recognition. Oh, and let's kill that red accent stripe in the lower grille, too. Bland interior. While I like the layout of the Forte's cabin, the material quality leaves a lot to be desired. The storage bin ahead of the gear shifter is covered with a truly horrible piece of plastic, and a lot of the door and dash panels look and feel like a step behind everything else in the class. There are also, like, 4 different shades of gray happening in here. Except on the seats, though orange accented chairs do not a premium interior make. Poor fuel economy. Here's where you pay the penalty for all that extra power. This Forte 5 SX with a manual transmission is rated at 23 miles per gallon city and 29 mpg highway. Even the automatic version isn't much better, at 25/30 mpg. Alongside the 40 mpg Honda Civic and 36 mpg.